Okay, so my story. Well, basically, my name's Ashley Roberts, in case you didn't know. No, just kidding. What? Starting that over. Okay, so my story. Well, my name is Ashley Allen Roberts, not Marie, like it says on Google. It's Ashley Allen Roberts. And I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, originally, into a family of musical arts, which is awesome. My father was a musician, percussionist, and dated Mama Cass's sister, so he jumped in and out of the Mamas and the Papas for a little bit, started his own band called Thornhill, which then toured throughout the United States. And I mean, my first memories ever are of my dad jamming out, like just jamming it out all night long with his band. And I just am very grateful and thankful that I grew up in a household that was liberal and open-minded and expressive and loved the arts, so that what I love to do never was held back. It was, if anything, like, go do what you love. If this is how you want to express yourself, we're there and we fully support you. At about the age of 14, 15, I used to get dance scholarships to go over to Los Angeles and train with different teachers from all around the world. And once I went there, I was like, man, I know that this is where I'm supposed to live. This is where I'm supposed to be. It's so much more open-minded and eclectic and colorful. So I worked 3 jobs and packed up a U-Haul with $1,000 in my pocket, and I bounced at 19 years old and went to LA to fulfill my dreams, which took a second. I was a receptionist at a film development company. Oh yeah. And then my first gig I got was backup dancing for Aaron Carter. Oh yes, but at the time I was like, man, this is it. I'm making it. I'm gonna travel around the world, doing what I love to do and getting paid for it. And then I got into different commercial work, different print jobs, worked for different artists, Pink, and my really close friend was like, oh man, there's this thing called the Pussycat Dolls. It's like this underground, really cool thing that the top female dancers are working in. You should do it. So Robin Anton ended up having a audition, and I went in and was too young actually to even work at the clubs. But she's like, I want you in this, so we're gonna put you in one number and then you sneak out before like the bar and the liquor stuff starts happening. So then I got involved with the Dolls, and it was so fun and so cool. Just this underground cool vibe at Viper, which was Johnny Depp's club off Sunset Boulevard. And different celebrities started getting involved, one of them being Gwen Stefani, and Jimmy Iovine, the head of Interscope Records, was there to support her and was like, I love this, let's make it into a real pop group. So it took a few of us, held a few more auditions and got Nicole and Melody. And then boom, man, it was PCD, it was a rocket ship, and it was an insane roller coaster ride for 7 years of my life. And, you know, ups and downs, but wouldn't change it for the world. And coming out of that, it was kind of like, who am I? What do I want to be? What do I want to say? You know, I've been a doll for 7 years of my life, and now as an artist, you know, I didn't get into the industry wanting to be famous. I got into the industry because I love what I do, which is performing and the arts. And so kind of coming out of a group like that, it's the authenticity of why I wanted to do it had been diminished. And I wanted to find that fire and find that passion again and make sure that when I was out there doing it again, doing my music, that I had an authentic message and that it was pure to who I was and what I wanted to say. So I had been with my life coach for a couple years, and she was like, oh, there's this guru named Amma. Like, you should totally go meet her. Her nickname is the Hugging Guru. She literally travels around the world hugging people, like stadiums of people wait to get a hug from her. So the first time I go, I was like, man, this is awesome. Like, this feels right. This feels like it resonated with what I needed at the moment. So I traveled around the world, following Amma for a few years. I did retreats for like 3 days of just mantras and meditation and learning different tools for life. And it's what worked for me. And so about 3 years of that, just kind of touching base to my roots, you know, going back to dance class, like going back to acting school, writing again. It was just like, boom, that fire and that passion started coming back. And I was like, okay, yes, this feels right. I feel like I'm back in a space now of really just me, of me on my own, who I want to be. And so when I got the call to do The Jungle, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, snakes and bugs and rats, I don't know if that's my cup of tea. But I dedicated 2012 to doing something I'd never done before. So I did like trapeze lessons, skydiving, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then I got the call and I was like, you know what? why don't I go on this? Why don't I go on this crazy adventure and I'll have stories to tell my kids someday of how I slept in a bed of rats. Because I definitely did that. Went into the jungle. I mean, I invited my gay bestie and I was like, babe, we're gonna have a holiday in Australia because I'm probably gonna be out second or third vote. That didn't happen. Was there till the end, and it was surreal, man, to do that whole journey as well. Just like, I couldn't fathom the fact that people were picking up the phone to vote for me to keep me there. Getting out of the jungle, I come over to London to do some UK press, and I have a meeting with ITV, and they're like, there's a show, Dancing on Ice. We think that you would be a good addition to it. So I had a meeting and went back to LA. They're like, you're coming back. We'd like you to be on Dancing on Ice. So I flew out New Year's Eve day, which was a little rough, and got to be a part then of another amazing show, Dancing on Ice, where I got to judge and kind of give back, you know, stuff that I've learned growing up and performing live and dancing since I was 3. It was cool to be able to put that into use and give them good advice, hopefully, constructive criticism. So as Dancing on Ice was happening, I was flying back and forth a little bit between LA and London, and I was really jet lagged one day. I was doing Celebrity Juice and my management was like, okay, we need you to do a couple words to camera. And I was like, I don't know what it's for. They want it for Ant and Dec. And I was like, okay, cool. Said a couple lines, didn't even realize what I was doing, but a week later, they're like, oh, would they like you to do the Takeaway show with Ant and Dec? And I was like, what? That's awesome. So it's just crazy what's come out of the jungle. I mean, so many things that I would have never expected has happened over here. And ITV as well has just been so special and so great to me. But now I'm doing Takeaway with the boys, and they're so awesome to work with. I feel so honored to be a part of such a fabulous team of people, really, that gets that show done. It's insane. That is live television with so much going on, and how they get it all done, I don't know. But then it was this, then I had to move. It was like, I gotta make the big move. I gotta come to London. I gotta move over here. This is where I need to be. And so moving to London, I think, has been the best thing I've ever done. I do miss my family a bit, but my life here is so amazing and so special. And I love the culture. I'm even getting into tea. Wake up every morning, I'm like, I'm gonna have a cuppa. I know how I like my cuppa now. Didn't know that before. And I just love I love even driving down the streets and looking at the people, looking at the fashion, the culture of everything. I know it sounds silly, but the buildings and everything, is just like, we don't have stuff like that in America. That's why it's so special here, and I love my life. I'm so happy. I think moving over to London would have been really tough, but the fact that Kimberly is over here it just makes me feel like I have a bit of family here. And the fact that we're both over here is just surreal to me. Because I remember I was coming back and forth. She's like, you're gonna move here. And I was like, no way am I gonna move here. And now I am, and I get to have my sister. We're here together, and she just got married, we had a wedding. Like, it's just so cool to feel like I have a piece of family here in London with me. It's just crazy what can happen in life. You don't know what's around the corner. I just think if you always follow your heart and do what you love to do and take chances and take risks, I mean, anything can happen. Hence the jungle. Just from that one thing, all of this has happened, and Butterfly Effect kind of fits perfectly with being the title of my album. Come here, Coop. Come on. Come here.